Hej och välkomna. Jag är lite nyfiken på vad som händer just nu. Eller, jag vet vad som händer. Farming Simulator 25 är nyligen släppt. Och jag måste säga att jag är ganska nyfiken på att köpa den. Så jag tror vi ska titta på demot tillsammans. Bara för att se vad vi tycker, eller vad jag tycker. För mig är ju liksom Farming Simulator ett av de här spelen som jag har spelat från FS19.
Think of lives well spent. Family. Friends. Nature. Those things fit.
Alltså Farming Simulator är också ett sånt spel som kan vara väldigt vackert. Med mycket liksom intressanta grejer.
Our fond memories. Big machines too. Oh yes. We experienced.
Okej. Det där kan nog ställa till spelet för om det plötsligt dundrar in en tornado och förstör det man odlar. Frågan är om det förstör husen också.
Appreciated. Lived farming. Don't you want that too? It's your time to grow now.
Häftigt. Ja, jag är lite sugen måste jag villigt erkänna. Det är... Okej.
This farm is your farm. Enjoy the life.
En Volvo.
Grow with it.
Ja. Vad säger ni? Är det här någonting jag ska satsa på kanske?
Hello everybody and welcome to
Ska se här om vi kan hitta någon annan rolig.
Rated E for everyone.
Nej, nu är det tyst. Farming Simulator. Om vi tar news. New things. Se vad vi har för något. Nu. Ja, vi kan titta på den här.
Lot of new features over this past month that wasn't in that video because, you know, Gamescom happened and of course Giants have released a few blogs on all the stuff that's coming. So this will go over all those new features plus all the features I said last month. This will be the ultimate new features video. Well, I have my pre-order in and hope you guys have yours in too because this looks to be the biggest farming simulator to ever come out. Let me know in the comments if you have pre-ordered it and for what system. Also, if you're on PC and you guys are interested in pre-ordering it, you can use the club's link down in the description. It helps out the club and doesn't cost any extra. And we'll say, usually Giants releases the game and updates through their website first so that it is a benefit of getting it through the club. So today, we'll be going over all the new features, $49.99. I think it's $10 cheaper because Sony and Microsoft on that one. On PC, there's also a collector's edition, which is $69.99, which comes with some pretty good stuff, especially that ignition key that really turns on tractors. And if you got the FS22 collector's edition, that means you would have the ignition key and you would also have that beacon. Just a suggestion, though. Do not lose those keys. Okay, first of all, let's talk about animals in Farming Simulator 25. Of course, it has the standard ones that's always been in there. Horses, cows, sheep, and chickens. But now there's actually baby animals actually in the game. There's baby animals, medium-sized animals, and then of course the full adult animals. Along with that, there is also going to be water buffalo action in the game. So a new animal. So if you like hoofed ruminant animals, nice. They've added water buffaloes to the ensemble of farm animals, which we're going to be talking about right now.
Okay.
Why water buffaloes are awesome. They're strong, but low maintenance. Water buffaloes adapt to harsher environments, hot and humid, no problem. That's why they feel at home in Southeast Asia, for example. Ideal creatures to keep on their new Asian map that's actually going to be in the game, which we haven't really seen much of that Asian map. They're also high-performance lawnmowers, grass-eating animals, not that special. So, in Farming Simulator 25, your fields of grass will be cut by grazing livestock, not just the water buffaloes. So that pretty much confirms right there that grazing actually will be in the game too. If you guys don't know what grazing is, that means when you have an animal in a pasture, they will eat the grass that's in that pasture. And when the grass gets down really low, if you don't have any food in their
Det är ju lite coolt alltså. Jag gillar det här med att det är små djur så att man får följa djuren när de blir äldre. Sen hur lång tid det tar, det vet man inte.
And I'm hoping that's how it works actually on FS22 too.
Innan var det så att man hade 2 kor och plötsligt så hade man 3 kor och det bara hände.
Milk is especially rich in fat, protein, and milk factory. Now, something I did forget to mention when I was talking about actually the release date and pre-orders and all that. If you do pre-order the game, you will also get the Mac Done pack, which swathing is now included into the game. Anyways, what do you get with this pack? You get the Mac Done M1240, the DX140, the PW8, R216 SP, and the FD140 Flex friendly Giants Engine 10, including enhanced shadows, dynamic weather effects, ground deformation, and more. The romantic life of virtual farming gets more immersive and atmospheric.
I det här från gameplayet så är det ju jättesnyggt
i jämfört med tidigare. This video right here of just the fog and the god rays and even the water effects on Farming Simulator 25. It makes a massive.
Alltså man går upp på morgonen och det ligger dimma på fälten. Det är rätt coolt. Alltså det blir ju mycket verkligare än så som det var tidigare. Liksom solen kom, det regnade. Regnet gjorde ingenting.
Massive difference. And they've also confirmed that you now will be able to play in third person camera. So we don't have to have that first person camera anymore. We can actually play in third person so we can actually see our characters too. Makes a massive difference. I've actually used to use this all the time on PC when I used to use the Easy Dev console. So it's going to be nice to actually have that in the base game. And now, with the base game, there's actually going to be 3 maps on that base game. There's going to be, of course, Erlengrath. That was with the last big expansion.
Det måste vara väldigt grunt vatten där.
Asian map,
För jag tror inte en traktor flyter på det sättet.
Which will be their American map. We really haven't gotten any information on the Asian map. So I will just be talking about the American map right now.
Jag är väldigt sugen på
Riverbend Springs, you don't have to ask where the name comes from when you look at the map of Riverbend Springs. A huge winding river, lots of water, and many little creeks and streams in between. A ferry too. If you're wondering how to get across the river, crossing it with the ferry fit for your machine is an option. It's all about water, and they want to actually celebrate that. That's why you'll find piers, jetties, houseboats, restaurants floating on the river, and many more elements in Riverbend Springs to go along with the theme of the map.
Det här är ju den amerikanska flaggan, eller kartan.
Right? Well, speaking of crops, there's actually going to be 2 kinds of rice on the map. There's going to be spinach, and even though they haven't confirmed it yet, but everybody pretty much knows, there's also going to be peas and green beans. So if you add both of those rice plus spinach plus those other 2 crops, that means 5 new crops.
Heftigt.
That is amazing right there. But let's talk more about Riverbend Springs. In Riverbend Springs, you'll come across some historic buildings and other elements of times gone by. The old grain elevator, a paper mill at the river, or a brick buildings, how they were built 100 years ago, for example. And you actually have to fix buildings on there too. There's also many nice places in Riverbend Springs you might want to visit. Who knows what or who you'll get to see when exploring. Whenever they said that, I think that NPC characters are going to be able to actually talk on the map. It might not be like, you know, like fully blown NPC characters, but there might be just a few, you know,
buskarna ser ungefär likadana ut som tidigare.
Or, you know, maybe that's how we get the contracts in Farming Simulator.
Den såg inte så verklig ut.
That's all speculation right there. Anyways,
men det gör inget, för jag är ändå jäkligt sugen på att köra Farming Simulator igen.
About, you know, water in the game. Let's talk about weather in the game. Weather is going to be a major factor in Farming Simulator 22. Mainly in Riverbend Springs and multiple other locations around the world, the weather is predicted to change more often.
Okay.
As we look at darkening clouds in the sky, listening to the wind, the farmers closing in, one can notice clear signs that some weather is on the way. In August summer nights, local farmers and residents are encouraged to take general precautions. But first, let's talk about what they can be prepared for. Tornadoes are actually going to be in Farming Simulator 25. Well, not just also tornadoes. Also, whenever rain actually hits, like say like the asphalt, you're going to actually be able to see puddles. You're going to see it actually hitting it. You're also going to be able to see it actually on the tractor too. So water droplets and all
Jag måste säga att jag är inte jätteförtjust i den typen av gameplay. För att det förstör ju allting för den.
And with the tornadoes and all that, you gotta be careful because guess what? If a tornado hits, you're gonna have to do some cleanup. No, it's not gonna make tractors go flying in the air or anything like that. The only thing we've got confirmed with tornadoes is bales. I don't know if they go flying or they get destroyed. Trees will get destroyed, and then of course your crops will get destroyed. So you have to definitely have a cleanup. And I'm hoping there's going to be kind of an option in case we can turn it off, or like the frequency doesn't happen like every single year, because a farm doesn't get a tornado every single year. Now, another new feature is about the baling. The baling is completely changed also in Farming Simulator 25. It used to be, at least in FS22, we just buy the baler, you pick the color wrap in the store, and you just pretty much bale. That was about it. Now in FS25, you will actually have to load it up. You'll have to put the foil in there, the wrap, the twine, whatever. And you can also change the color like that too. So you don't have to have that baler with the same color the whole time. You can buy wraps that have actually different color, or who knows, maybe with the modders, maybe some different designs. I wouldn't be surprised by Christmas time that we actually have some wrap with maybe it looks like Christmas presents on bales. That's going to be pretty cool to see that. And you know what? I'm actually going to leave a video right here so you guys can actually see the whole baling process of how they loaded it and all that. And it got me excited whenever I seen this.
Alltså jag blir mer och mer sugen alltså på att spela. Alltså för mig när man spelar Farming Simulator, det är lite som när man var barn och lekte med bilar och fantiserade. Det här är lite på samma sätt. Man liksom fantiserar att man är bonde. Någonting aldrig kommer bli verkligheten. Coolt. Häftigt. Ja. Jag måste säga att jag är ganska sugen på att börja spela den här igen. Kolla vad snyggt det är. Med några knivarna som gick ner. Och så släpper den ut den. 19 var det väl den jag spelade. FS19 var den jag spelade sist. Och då fanns det mod. Men de var inte så här snygga. Jag gillar ju dem där man kunde fortsätta köra, där man inte behövde stanna. För det fanns ju sådana, jag tror det var New Holland som hade det. Vilket gjorde att man ändå kunde hålla en hyfsad fart och köra. För det här med att stanna hela tiden, det kunde ta en evighet om man hade ett stort fält. Ja, John Deere, vissa gillar dem. Jag är ju inte en John Deere fantast. Jag är
now that was awesome right there. And also, I have already said this. There is two kinds of rice actually in the game. You got the Asian rice, which is just regular rice in the game, and then you got the long grain rice, which is American rice. Well, regular rice that you use for like Asian maps or stuff, you can actually use it on the American ones too. But you actually use a special harvester for that. With the long grain rice, we actually can use just a regular combine. I mean, I'm probably going to try both, but I'm probably going to be doing long grain rice probably the most. Now, there's also two major other additions to AI. Now in the game, there's actually going to be courseplay and GPS actually built into the game for everybody. And it looks like what it does is as soon as you hit that field, it's going to detect like everything. It's going to make the easiest paths for you if you're using GPS or courseplay. So no more of the AI running into trees or creeks or doing, you know how the AI works. But those are probably the two most things that people have been wanting for a while. GPS and courseplay. GPS is going to make it so much more easier to go in those straight lines and not having to overlap all the time. And then of course, courseplay it's going to be a lot more easier, say like, you know, if you're on single farms or whatever, so it can actually do all that work right there for you.
Vad säger ni? Ska vi köra en Farming Simulator 25 också?
Now I'm going to show you two clips right here. One is of course the GPS and the other one
för att få lite omväxling och inte bara köra ett spel åt gången. Jag vet vad som kommer hända. Jag kommer spela Vanilla-varianten ett tag. Och sen så kommer jag ju att snabbt som 17 gå över till... det här måste vara GPSen då. Frågan är, kör den helt själv då? Eller om jag måste... För det här var ju en av de här grejerna som var tråkiga när man hade stora fält och man bara stod och malde. Och så hade man en AI som försökte hjälpa en och den körde iväg och allting gick åt skogen. Dundrade in i fel fält och grejer. Ja. Men vi hoppar lite vidare. Okej. Så det är lite slarvig. Nej, jag tog den där. Okej. Coolt.
There's going to be over 400 authentic machines and items from over 150 international top brands like Case IH, Claas, Fence, John Deere, Kubota, Massey Ferguson, New Holland, Vulture, and many more allow you to engage in agriculture, forest, and animal husbandry. And we've also seen, you know, J&M. We've MacDon now. Let's see some other ones we have. Oh yeah, forgot. The International's also in there too. Okay, but anyways, guys, that is all the features. I probably did miss it. See you guys in the next one.
Häftigt. Ja.
Peace!
Vi pausar lite så ska jag se om man kan hitta någon annan. Okej, ska vi se här. Riverbend Map. Det är alltså den amerikanska kartan. Den är ju ganska lik den gamla. Okej. Kan man loota i Farming Simulator? Det var något nytt. Någon typ av fabrik. Sawmill. Ja. Coolt. Är det min sawmill eller någon annan sawmill? Ja. Nej, kanske inte var den bästa att titta på, men det här känns väldigt amerikanskt. Vi gör så. Vi hoppar till nästa. Och det här är Japan då, skulle jag tro. Ja, men det är snyggt. Jag är inte säker på att jag hade gått på tågspåren kanske. Wow. Okej, det finns alltså grejer att samla, men då ska vi inte titta så noga på det. Det var egentligen inte det jag ville se. Selonka. Det låter som det är Tjeckien. Ja. Jag tror vi struntar den här. För den här avslöjar ju massa grejer som jag kanske inte vill se just nu. Vi går tillbaka. Och så ser vi. Jag misstänker väl att jag kommer hamna antingen här. Jag tror inte Japan kommer tilltala mig så mycket. Det är...
Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a map tour of Zelanka, which is one of the base game maps for Farming Simulator 25. Now, I know we've had this map before. We had it on Farming Simulator 22 as part of the premium expansion. So this may be a map that is very familiar to some of you guys, and it may not be. So we're just going to do a quick look at it. Nothing too advanced, nothing too crazy.
Jag spelade 22an,
19
var det senaste jag spelade.
Of it so you guys can take a look. So I'm not going to get into that. I do have a separate video talking about how I just started in the menu. Here is a look at the PDA, which is fantastic. Very familiar. It's pretty much the same thing, and we're used to having it. So there's nothing too crazy here. In terms of that, we do have some points of interest around. So we got like the animal dealers up over there. You can see we have the NPCs now. We have Katie there. We have Ben over there. Looks like that's probably, yep, there's David over there. And then, of course, Grandpa Walter is going to be at our farm for us to be helped out by if we need it. So, but yeah, everything's pretty much in similar places. The one thing I will note is sometimes stuff will show up with this kind of icon like it's a sell point, because it works as a sell point. When you purchase it, it becomes a production point. So, and I believe that's a grain mill there. I believe that was the
här borta ser man teget köra.
Never mind. That's grain mill processing down there. I was to say I thought it was different earlier, but no, it's all about the same. So yeah, if we go over here, we can see that we own this kind of chunk of land here and this one right here. So just a couple of fields, nothing too crazy. Let's leave it on hotspots here. Sometimes it does some weird stuff like this. Yeah. So I have noticed some weird glitches here and there, but usually it fixes itself pretty quick. So on our starting farm, let's zoom in what we got. We got a chicken pen. We also have our main farm silo. We have Walter. And we have a farmhouse, and then we own these two fields here.
Ja, nej, vi får väl se vad vi tar för något ställe. Det känns väl antagligen så att det blir den amerikanska som jag kommer gå på. John Deere, Master Ferguson, Header. Ja.
Hand tools, no hand tools.
Nej, jag måste säga att det lutar ju åt att det nog kommer bli en Farming Simulator 25 för mig. Igen. Varför då? Ja, varför inte? Men vi gör väl helt enkelt så att vi tackar för den här gången, och så får vi se om jag bestämmer mig för att köra en Farming Simulator också. Jag ber om ursäkt för den gryniga bilden. Jag har bara en väldigt enkel webbkamera. Men jag tror det kommer bli en FS25 för mig. Det har redan börjat klia i fingrarna. Steam-kontot är skaffat. Så att, ja. Får se om det blir den här gången eller om det blir senare. Men tack för den här gången. En liten rörig video. Men jag vill bara visa att FN25 var ute. Och jag tror att det blir Farming Simulator 25. Jag är rädd för det. Ja, tack så mycket. Hej.